Oh, boy.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down. Hey, cross field. Hey.
Now the rookie fifth-round pick. This is Tyler Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check me.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this run past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Gary Jennings, 38 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First down, Prescott. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. On 1st and 10, Prescott forced out to his left. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Prescott. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Prescott now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Camara is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Camara. And I don't think Camara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Play action now. Prescott.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Darren Hall. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. Your coaches always tell you, get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Algier now up the middle. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Kentavious Street in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, set.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? That good one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll run here with Algier. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly have their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
as the first half is winding down.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
running right through him. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Black shot. Go red.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
123 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Ultra. Red, yellow. Ready.
Here's Algier again on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man. It's London. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Algier going straight ahead. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Ritter will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
A first down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Prescott looks to throw on first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
139 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now a handoff to Algier.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
38. Hey, red. Black ultra.
Back to throw here.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On the give, it's Algier. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game,
They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
White, green jack. Hey, blue. Hey, go blue.
He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. That's caught. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Prescott. Got his tight end, that's complete.
That's Johnson. And the Saints are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Now they send a man in motion right. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
First down, and they'll start with Algier. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Ready.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now back to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good game, bro. Yeah, this shit. This shit kind of. It was a good ass game, though. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning here, and you capitalize all that shit. Then you start fucking up. Yeah, that shit was some bull. And then Kyle Pitts, boy, that Kyle Pitts so goated. And that nigga goated, boy. I knew you were going there, bro. That's why I manned him up. Yeah, that's why I manned him up. I said, man, shit, I know I ain't gonna be able to check him, but fuck it. Yeah, he too little. Yeah, he too damn little.
Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on the beat next week as they host the Tampa Bay.